As we promised, we are bringing EmpowerBiz Global to you through LinkedIn. I'm here in the studio with Kenneth, my partner, co-founder at the EmpowerBiz Global, and we embarked on a journey to help female founders. But next at the end, our main goal is to support diverse entrepreneurs in the Singapore scene, and already we are also exploring other areas like Southeast Asia and also APEC. So we are really excited about this project, but these lives will be always something valuable for you. We will be mainly talking about mastering brand building and marketing, so how you can unlock global success, because at the end the world is changing, so it's not anymore only about your local markets. And we all know that, for example, Singapore is quite small from this perspective, a little market for a lot of beautiful players. So it's good to explore the global world. And I'm just welcoming you here. We are warming up now. If you have any messages, any insights, any feedbacks, any questions, put them in the chat, and we would be happy to answer you, and we will be coming back to you with some tips. Today we will be talking about mainly about the do's and don'ts, our case studies, our own case studies. We will be your case studies, and our events, and whatever we have been doing in our brand building and marketing in the last few years. We have a lot to tell, right, Kenneth? So we will pass the ball to Kenneth so that he can also greet you, and we will be here for around 45 minutes and an hour, we will see, and we would like to give you a value. So please be engaged and ask us questions, write into the comments, spend the lunchtime with us.
Thank you, Andrea, for doing the opening. Hi, everyone. My name is Kenneth. I'm the co-founder of EmpowerBiz Global together with Andrea. So we've been running this almost 2 years, right? Coming. Or one and a
It
half
will be
years.
2 years. Yeah, we
Yeah.
might.
So time flies, and it just come from us connecting on LinkedIn and through a mutual friend. And then when Andrea came to Singapore on February last year, so we got connected. A lot of things that we are doing are very similar, and we see that there's a lot of synergy that we can do this together and even empower more people. And that is also the reason why after a few, like during our first session, right, we just came out with the name, and it just felt that it's like we are building a global community. We want to empower business because for her, she empower women, she empower men and women, global empowerment. That was what she started. And then for my case, I've been in the space of championing women to be entrepreneurs, starting from mothers, and then move to women change maker, and now female founders. So there's a lot of similarities that we are doing, and I think it's also very important that we, as a diverse, I would say, startup or for EmpowerBiz, right? We walk the talk. Like for me, we have this story that an Asian man and a European lady coming together to build a diverse and inclusive business professional community, and that's what EmpowerBiz Global we want to achieve. And then not just business owner, and because we found from last year when we started running the female founder competition, we saw there's a lot of gaps that we could fill because of diversity. We including people in even let's say you are female founders, as long as in the startup itself you have at least 50% female founders. It could be like Andrea and I as well. We have 50-50 share, and then you have a fantastic idea, you can come and pitch in this female founder competition, which we are having it across Asia Pacific. We are already in talks with some of the community, women community, and also startup community that are able to register to be a part of this, because we see that there are a lot of potential female founders. They have fantastic pitch, but because they do not have a platform that they can reach out to a lot of people. And we also have inquiries from people that, oh, Kenneth, I'm not a tech startup, can I come to pitch? Of course. And that is also the reason why that we want to provide a platform, which is this female founder competition, so that anyone, as long as you're a female founder or you are you have 50% female founder ownership in your startup, you can come and pitch, because we have our network of mentors, and then we have our network of angel investors, connection with VCs, and in fact, upcoming we have something new for them, right, Andrea?
Yes, we have a kind of like on the way, like how you as an entrepreneur also evolve, and we kind of figured out a very nice flow for our own business and our own community. So what we are doing with Kenneth is all year long, basically empowering you guys with different programs, and some of the programs are events like what we have done, marketing events, which will be involving you. And we would like to explain you at these lives also why we are doing marketing events like that, not just the way why we do it for our business, but what it brings to our brand by having these specific events that are very unique to us, and how it helps us to bring more people to the initiative that we have started. So we have been doing female founders competition, to events leading towards the competition, right? And those events are all talking about one part of the startup's life, and we have been having panel discussions, we have been having networking sessions, and in the meantime, we are also trying to bring new and new value, and make this as part of our marketing tool. So that's, I think, something that we could explore first, Kenneth, why we decided for doing marketing events, and how does it help our brands, as a case study, going towards the female founder competition. Why is it so important to be visible and do these kind of engagement events with your audience?
Yeah, I think that is good, and also I see that we have audience coming in. Let us know in the chat, right? Where are you tuning in from, and share with us your biggest challenges, and like what Andrew mentioned, right? Because both of us, right, we started, we market ourselves, we brand ourselves, and we realized that a lot of founders, especially female founders, they need support, they need help, they need mentorship, and that's why both of us come together to share our brand building experience, and how you can market yourself, be it online, be it offline, be it running the event. Like I enjoy running event with Andrea because both of us have different skill set. Like before this meeting, right, we have our weekly meeting. We talk about it. We have different skill set. I think we have a lot of things to give to everyone, and because of this diverse skill set, right, every of our members come to our event, they experience different thing, right? And I think this is what we want to share with them, the variety of it. And for my case, I run my own digital marketing consultancy for the past 9 years, and I realized that when I work with the clients, a lot of them have no idea about branding. They always want conversion, conversion, and conversion, sales conversion, but they nobody knows about them. So that's why for us, when we first started EmpowerBiz Global, right, we basically reach out to people within our own network to really reach out to them. Oh, I'm running this event. We crack our brains to think of things that things and topics that people are interested. So we go around and ask people, our close friend, what kind of events will you do? So I typically will do polling survey, to really get people get insights from people that we are reaching out, our target audience. And I believe that a lot of time is a bit tedious, but once you get that insight, you are able to serve your people better, serve your audience better. And the biggest mistake I see it in a lot of entrepreneurs or even business owner, right, is they don't listen. They don't listen to the audience. They just want to show what they want to tell the audience. Like, okay, let's say today I have this mobile phone, right? I'm going to sell. I just want you to buy this. I'm telling you this. But do you have you ever asked whether do they need the mobile phone in the first place, and why are you telling them that? So I see that this is a number one mistake that a lot of entrepreneur business owner, they just want to share the things that they want the audience to listen, but they are not listening. Yeah. So this is for my case. How about for you, Andrea?
Yeah, I think this is something that we can also see at the event. So if you have been attending one of our events already, you know that we are very, very sensitive on adapting the event to the actual audience in the room. So that's something that we learned on the way while we were organizing networking events for 2 years now. That this step is super important. So you might have an audience which needs separate kind of handling, more professional mood, a little bit more extra treatments, a little bit higher level language even that you have to use. Or you can also see that the audience right now, as of today, in a very cozy mood, and they need something very cozy, very familiar, very friendly, and then you can switch to that mood. So like Kenneth says, not just as entrepreneurs, we are serving a market, and we have to find the demand, and we have to find the desires on the market, and not just put a product out there which is not desired. But also when we are doing events marketing, we are posting things, we're creating content, we have to see how is the mood of the audience, whether it's a live event, because I'm an event professional, so that's my forte. I'm talking about this perspective. But it's the same when you're posting on social media. Trending things, most of the time trending topics will give you more looks and more eyeballs, more likes. So everything will be focused on that specific trend, which is trending on that specific social media and the people are talking about, right? You all can think about some examples that were recently like on the market, and everyone was talking about, let's say, I don't know, Taylor Swift in Singapore, right? So you could see all the sparkling ladies and everyone was in sparkling dresses, and all the social media was talking about her, right? So this is something that you can also use as a tool for yourself to have the ability, or improve and learn how you can listen to the audience, whether it's online, whether it's product creation, whether it's an event that you do, whether it's all the things that you put out there as a professional. So yeah, I think on my side that would be the thing, that we always need to adapt, not just with the product, but also with what we are um, currently in the now delivering to our audience, and adapt it to the audience.
Yeah, I like what Andrea has shared, right, about when we run real life events. And this is number one thing that I saw. Like, we attended a lot of events. A lot of time, the organizer are not sensitive to the audience, the vibe, and all that. Like, if is it too dry, is it a bit too boring, the energy level. I think we both of us, we are very sensitive people, and we run a lot of this kind of event. We feel the ground, and Andrew will say, "Hey, Kenneth, I think we need to change. We need to, that means we will not go according to this, and we will switch, and we are okay." And most of the time, when we did that switch, you can see that the audience are enjoying. And I would say the most important thing is to really understand them and feel them and do something. And because of our years of experience, like Andrew do a lot of all this leadership, team building, and also a lot of her experience in engaging people, in understanding body movement and how it can change your state at that point of time and change your mood, right? By moving your bodies a bit, you can change your mood. Even even for her case, I believe that she can infect someone and make that someone who's maybe not that, how should I put it, like there are some events that we did, right? We know that person, that he or she is not that, what you call that, not that active, and they start moving, right? And we like, okay, we didn't know that he or she can dance or move, right? So I think these are things that, because in the day to day in the business world, everybody is so tied up, right? So caught up with assignment after assignment. But when they come for our event, right, we just want them to experience something different, right, Andrea? We just want them to experience a very different type. That's why we always call our events, we call it unconventional business networking event, right? So it's really unconventional. And how we know it, because at the end of the day, we will make sure that they help us to fill up the survey form. And all this insight, like before even coming on live, right? Both of us were going through the survey form on what the audience are sharing with us. And that's how we found our formula. That's how we found our flow, that what is unique about us. Like running for events, like last year, we were running events every month, and we just gathering all this insight, and then we tweak about it. And this time round, I would say so far, the female founder series, I think we kind of get it. People are enjoying. Even they attend the first event, they're coming back for a second, and some of them already signed up for the third event, which is this coming 31st of July, which is making us, okay, I think we kind of figure out and really hearing the market, and trying out things that we felt that is missing because of our years of experience. We are also quite our network is quite wide. We hear a lot of things. We know where's the market going into. We are more like the first mover, right? We are always at the upfront, and we are trying to bring our community even forward. That's why we are even working with partners and embracing AI into your startup, into your business. Even for my case, right, I'm embracing AI in my marketing. In fact, way before ChatGPT. So if you talk about mastering brand building and marketing, it's really to be open-minded and embrace the nuances, right? And not doing the same old thing. For example, just now I was sharing with Andrea that recently I came across because I'm also into marketing consulting. So this potential, in fact, a client really, I just got the deal, and they were sharing that they were asking me why is it not working for them for that event. And in fact, they recently did an event in March, and I was one of the speaker, and I was surprised. You know what they told me? They told me that there's no conversion with the leads. There's no conversion, and I was shocked because I was shocked but not surprised because I was there. Although I was there for 2 hours, I saw that there were people walking around in the event, but no one is attending to them, right? So that's why it also equates to, because people don't feel that you are attending to them, they don't feel important, and that's why a lot of them left after a while. Even there are people who attend to them, the salesperson may not be equipped with the skill to convert or to close. So I find that even you do a lot of marketing effort to bring people down, but what are you doing in terms of conversion? So even you build a big brand and then you market, you get people down, are they the right people? Are they the qualified prospect? So I do not know, like Andrew, do you have anything to share about, like, when people come, what do you need to do?
Yeah, I think we can just summarize a little bit. So basically, this first part, we were just talking about how the extra mile can help you to convert more people and to make them actually engage at your events. So that's the main goal, right? We want people who we want to attract. We want people who are in our target audience. We want people to show up at the event, and we want them to go home with a nice feeling, with something that is like, okay, I want to come back. I really love this. I just had a very good 2 hours or 3 hours. So as an event professional and as a person with my methodology focusing on people, that's something I'm really, really tuned into. Because for me, no matter how, like Kenneth said, how your business, how big is your business, if you put all that effort in and then the people are coming, but you are not managing to touch them emotionally, or you are not managing to give them enough value according to their expectations, then they might not come back to you, or your call to action might just will not work, right? So for me, that's super, super important, guys. And I say hi to BB. Hi, BB. So nice to see you. And Jane, thank you
Hi,
so much for
BB. Hi,
joining me.
Jean. Yeah.
So it's very, very important that you need to have a picture in your head. Imagine that, okay, what am I doing today? Let's say marketing. What is the part of marketing? Marketing can be something that you're doing online on social media. It can be static or it can be live. And the same can go into in real life event. It can be something that is just there. You are at a booth in an exhibition. You don't really need to do extra things, but you are representing your company. I'm calling it an aesthetic move, because you are just standing there attracting the people. And then the next thing is a live event, when you are actually using the event for your as a funnel piece, right? So the event is bringing you more and more audience. So remember, you have the offline, or the things that are you are doing statically in an exhibition booth, or you are doing a live event, and you have also the online, when you are having live streams like this, or you are just producing content. So I would put these four categories. And then, according to the categories, you need to act differently, right? In an exhibition booth, when you are marketing your company, all you need to do is just to make that first smile. You don't even need to talk, just be very attentive, put your body straight up, coming from the embodiment perspective. Have your status show that you are there, be in the room, and spread vibes that will bring people to the booth. That's all. You don't need much. That first few seconds, the first impression, and people will come to you, and then the next part is the pitching, right? If it's an event that is a live event and you have people like the example, the case study Kenneth shared, and you want to make the people come back to you, then your job is not ending with attracting the people with the marketing. What you need to do is to provide, if your event is 2 hours long, for 2 hours you need to take care of that audience and lead them through what you want to give them, and you need to cater them. You need to be their host, their mother, their father, their friend, their
Whole family.
mentor, everything, right? So that's a bit more job, and you have to be kind of watching the energy. And then you have the online things like this live stream with Bibi and Jen. We were mentioning their name because we appreciate people coming in live, because that's something that they need to know that we saw them. So if I am not saying anything that, hey, Bibi is the best person, if you want pineapple tarts or you want to cut your hair, go to Bibi, right? Then we gave already something Bibi today because we were talking about her, and the people will might reach out to her, which creates a bond between the two of us, right? By the way, I'm missing your pineapple tarts. And then if it's like not like this event, but it's your content, it's the same, right? If it's a static content, you have to put out a very honest, very vulnerable thought that is connecting with the audience. And then when they see that, they not just scroll through it, but they are actually commenting on it. You're welcome, Bibi. We will promote you whenever you want. It's a really good one. That's in Singapore. So anyway, so that's something that I think you need to think about. Like these four categories. Remember, whether it's a in real life event or it's an online event, whether it's a static one or whether it's an engaged event, you always have to change and you always have to adapt to that situation. So on my side, I think this is the tip that I could say for today, which is a tangible tip for people to start with. And maybe I pass the ball back to you, Kenneth. What is one tangible tip, similar like I shared,
Mm.
that you can give to the audience today?
Okay, I think just now you pointed out about audience. A lot of time, I realized that a lot of entrepreneurs, even the clients that I work with, they do not have a very clear idea who are their audience because they want to serve everyone, right? When you want to serve everyone, you serve no one because especially when you are alone, when you're a startup, or even you are building a business, you don't have that resources, you don't have that manpower, so you are not able to cater to 18 to 25 years old. Then you go for 25 years old to 35 years old, 35 to 45. You are not able to cover different age group. So if you tell me that you want to cover, you want to, or everyone is your target audience, everyone is your customer, then that is a sign that you do not know who are your ideal target audience. Like for my target audience, when I first started off, I empower mothers, right, to be entrepreneur. So there's a certain age group that I look at. I would say potentially 35 to 45. That would be the good age group. Why? Because 35, most of them will settle down with toddlers. They are now struggling with their job, and then they are finding another way out. But even they became a stay-at-home mom, they are also struggling of not able to contribute to the family. But those that is in the 40s, a lot of them already reach a certain level of maybe manager, or maybe already executive, and they have a lot more time. Their children are more grown up, teenagers, or even young adults. So that's where they want to find something they are passionate about, and maybe starting a business work for them. That is my ideal client. That means from 40 or 45 years old is the best time, because that's where everything settled down. Their kids are older, their spouse are more busy with their career, and they have a lot more time, and they also have the finances. So that's where, if when I share this kind of case study, right, people need to really find out who are their ideal customer, right? Or and that's where we build up what we call a customer persona. So this is, I would say, one tip is that don't go and target everyone, because everyone's are on different platform. So for example, if you want to target the 18 to 25, where are they now? Right? Most likely on TikTok, right? That's where the young people will hang out there, because TikTok is also young, right? And then if you want to reach out to maybe 25 to 35, where are they hanging out? Most likely Instagram, right? And then from 35 to 45, where are they hanging out? Some of them are still hanging out on Facebook, right? But some of them are hanging out between Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. So you need to know where your audience are hanging out. And then this is something that I shared. This is a very unique case study. And when people are targeting at mothers, parents, okay, and they post a lot of their content on all these social media, and they will come and ask me, Kenneth, how come it's not working? I'm not reaching out to my audience. I say, if you put yourself as a parent, as a busy parent with kids, do you think that you have time for social media? Yeah. So ultimately is to find your customer persona, right? Find one customer's persona and create content addressing that. So like my case, right, I have this customer persona called Sandy. So Sandy is 43 years old, working mom with two kids, age 3 and 6. Okay, she is a real client of mine, and I use her with a makeup name called Sandy, right? And then for her, she loves cooking and K drama. That's her behavior and interest. And then from there, I work on what are her pain points, what are her frustration. So her pain points and frustration are she do not have much time with the children, and she is struggling financially with two elderly parents. So with all that, right, you are creating content to address the pinpoint. And then her goals, her needs and goals, right, is to be able to bring her kids to Disneyland, and at the same time be able to build a side hustle to generate more income. So once understanding you have this ideal target audience, whatever product, okay, whatever product that you have, you can sell to this person, this persona, this customer persona. Be it my book about starting a business, be it a thermal flask that I want to sell it because she has two kids, they need warm water, hot water to make the milk. And let's say today, right, if let's say she want to build a side income, I can even sell her a wireless microphone. Why? So that she can do live stream because she loves cooking, right? She can teach people, oh, today I'm going to cook Korean jajangmyeon, right? And then she can just cook and do live stream and just showing people how to do that. And that is just building content. And this is something whether she get paid or don't get paid, she will still do. But over time, right, this became her content, become her uniqueness. People who love cooking will go to her, and that's how you build your brand, right? Be known as the Korean mama, for example. Maybe she come up with a Korean mama or mama love Korean. So you can build out the brand, and then this is how you market. Market is basically attracting the right audience and sharing the audience the message that you want to put it out to. So my number one tip I would say to really work on building that one customer persona first. Yeah, that's my tip, Andrea.
Yeah, I love it. And I think you also touched based on something very important because everyone is talking about social media, social media, social media, social media. I was recently reading a book. I will show you later, but I have the book here because I'm writing a book, and for that I'm researching. And in this book, the author is talking about marketing the book, right? And he talks about social media and the role of social media in the marketing. And there was one sentence which you have to remember, guys, and you have to remember and repeat it every single day. So he said that the social media is not the driver of your business. The social media is your booster, is your business booster. So although it's super important to have all that content, to be visible and all these, the first priority, the very, very first priority is to go and prospect and to sell and to have customers and to work. Remember what Gary Vaynerchuk said, that you just document your life and then that will be your content. You don't create content that you later share, but you share what you are actually doing. So I think this is something that everyone forgets. And it's happened to me also in the whirlwind of all this pushing that you feel from social media. But remember, 80% of your time should be on revenue generating activities or prospecting or networking or meeting people. And 20% of the time, remember the Pareto, should be the rest, which means documenting, content creation, and all this, and not being caught up in all these daily here and there folders here, putting your things here and there, organizing and all stuff, but actually doing the work. because once you start to do the work, there will be more money coming in, and then when more money coming in, you can have a team who will actually help you with the social media. So it's a very interesting process, and it happens differently to everyone. To me, it happened because in the last 8 years, I wanted to figure out what I want to do. And while I was doing the work, I was sharing and whatever I could do just to have some extra income. Uh, it happened to be that it made me an event organizer. And then in the meantime, I was doing dance classes. So it happened to be that I became the dancing economist. And now I'm doing events which are engaging and making people also sometimes dance or move to make their growth process a little bit different and make the experience about connections and about each other. So be a bit more brave on working, doing the job, and going out there and meeting people, and spend less time on the pressure that is coming from the social media platforms. Because remember, all the platforms, I will don't not list names, they want you to be there more and more and more and more and more, because that's their job. They sold you already, right? They sold their service to you and you are using it. So, of course, as a service provider, I want you to buy more. So, I want you to spend not just 2 hours, but 3 hours, but 4 hours. Just the statistics, it's crazy scary how long and how much time we are spending on our phones. So, always remember back, you have to do the same. And to do that, you will not spend your time, all your time, on the social media. You will do the work and then you will post about it, right? So, and that's another thing that I wanted to add to your beautiful case study, because of the mothers. Like, yeah, they have to do the job. They have to bring up their kids. They have to bring them to school. They have to cook. So yeah, after that, if they find a way to make it as their business by putting it while they are doing it on social media, that's a perfect match, right, Kenneth?
Yes, yes. I think I like what you're saying, and it's also kind of answering Jean's question. So Jean's question is like she's struggling to keep up with the latest digital marketing trend, and that's what you are saying, right? Because what advice do you have before I share mine for to answer Jean's question? Struggling to keep up with the latest digital marketing trend. I think you have a I believe that you have a very good answer to this because I know you, and about digital trends. I want to hear from you first before I share my
Yeah, I
perspective.
think digital marketing trends are good. And of course, it's good to know which music is trending if you are on social media. It's um, good to know what type of videos are popular, what type of pictures are popular. Look at LinkedIn. Most of the people, they just put a very nice, beautifully photographed profile picture or a nice profile about themselves to the post, and because it shows them in a very nice setup, it's already getting more engagement. Or some people are putting some specific videos. For example, some of my friends are having a very specific topic and they talk about that topic for 1 minute, and they are posting 1 minute videos about that topic. And because they already built up the audience, it's working very well. So I think it's a there and back. We need to have an open eye and check out the trends. And when we have the time and the energy, or we have a team that is always checking the market for us, it's good to follow trends. But if you are alone as a solo entrepreneur, I would just suggest to be authentic and start to build and see what the audience, the actual audience that is reading you, is, and commenting and engaging with you, not just liking you, what they are reacting to much better. Because that's the thing that you just have to do for a while. Like at least 6 months, I think you have to follow the same thing to see whether it's actually working, and to also commit to the task. And then after 6 months, you can readjust and you can change. So that would be my two cents here. So follow the trends if you have the time and the resources to do that, to research and to keep up with it. It's very good. It will boost your marketing. If you're alone and you don't have a team, then just be authentic and do what works for your audience, and also do it on a longer period of time. Don't give up after one or two posts, because marketing needs time. I'm always saying, as an event manager, that's 90 days minimum to market one event, because you need to come up with a concept, bring some awareness, make the people like it, love it, blah blah blah. You have to lead them through a very very long process and touch them many many times so that they come to you. So keep in mind to have a longer, be patient with yourself and with your audience, because it takes time to tune in and to find the good things. So keep it up for 6 months and then revisit and adjust. So that's my take on this question from Jane.
Yeah, like for Jane, thanks for sharing, Andrea. That's why I think it's good that we have, like, for you, you cover one perspective. For me, the first question I will ask Jane, right? Why is she trying to keep up with the latest digital marketing trend? Like, what is the reason? Like, what is she doing? Like for my case, as a marketer, I have to keep up, right? Because I need to know the nuances that's happening. For example, why not this platform and this platform, right? Because that's where I need to understand the client. And sometimes the clients are on wrong platform because their audience are not spending time there. That means their attention is not there. And sometimes they, because of lack of the digital marketing trends, like where is it shifting, right? Some of the older platform, they are not having the attention there unless you pay to be able to reach them, right? But there are platform that they are hanging out there. You don't need to pay. You can also reach out to them. So this is where a lot of my clients, they do not know, and they keep marketing, keep posting on platform that the attention span of their audience are not spending attention there. Okay, that's why just now you talk about Gary Vaynerchuk, right? In fact, like I bought this book, Day Trading Attention, right? How to brand and sales in this new social media world. So now it's a new social media world. Hope Gary V can see this. So like what he say, right? Why he call this book Day Trading Attention? Because everywhere, right, for marketers, you need to know where are your audience hanging out. And back then when I first started, I wrote the book, want to reach out to mothers. I put on all social media because as a marketer, right, I think the fastest way is social media. And I realized that I don't get any result. I don't get any feedback. And I realized that the mothers, where are they hanging out? Make a guess, Andrea. Make a guess. Where are they hanging out?
I think they are mostly at home, and then sometimes they're hanging out with other mothers, and then
Mm,
maybe around the kids' schools. Yeah, maybe even a little bit of you time.
mm, yeah. So in that case, right, like how can I reach out to them if they're hanging out with other mothers and all that stuff? Right. I was like cracking my brain, like where are they hanging out? Until I figure it out. So I put myself into events that there's parenting workshop, there parenting event. I went in to sponsor, I went in to talk, I went to sponsor prizes that I can reach out to them. I even sponsor my book for them. And that was how I got in. And I realized that where are they hanging out? Finally, where are they paying their attention? It's all about parenting workshop, parenting exhibition, and all that. And then the only way I can reach them, right, is through WhatsApp, because they are hanging out in 2024 babies, 2023 babies, 2022 babies. They're all hanging out all these mommy group that is in WhatsApp. And I was like, okay, now I know why I cannot reach out to them through social media, because I'm not day trading attention. I do not know where are they hanging out. So I think for Jean, right, why is she keeping up with that, right? I think the first question is, who are you serving? Like, why are you trying to keep up with that? Like for my case, right, I keep up because I need to know the new trends so that I am able to serve. But back to what is your role, right? If your role is like mine as a marketer, you need to service your client with the latest knowledge, then you need. But if you're struggling, it could be that it's not something that is aligned with what you're doing, and that's why you're struggling. This is what I'm seeing, because I know Jean kind of personally, met her up, but my question is that why are you doing this for what, right? So if you're struggling, maybe you really need to look into what is the reason that why are you doing this, and maybe it could be another angle rather than keeping up. Maybe to find the right trend or right platform or the right strategy, right, to really reach out. Because I can tell you, fundamentally is still marketing. All these social media, all these digital trends, most of them are just platforms, right? If you don't have the fundamental of knowing where your audience is, right? Where is the place that they're at, right? Where is the position they are at? Are they at this position higher? Then you have to find a way that you can reach out to them, right? So I think the fundamental of marketing still works. Where are they spending their attention, and what platform are they also spending time? It's not necessary that it will be on social media, right? They could be on Netflix that you cannot reach out to them. It could be on YouTube that maybe you don't have any presence there, right? It could be in any K drama app that you don't even have a chance to go in, right? So you have to ask yourself, where are they hanging out? Once you understand where they're hanging out, then you'll be able to reach out to them, right? So like for why people are on LinkedIn, why both of us are on LinkedIn, because our business model is business to business, right? We work with business owners. But if let's say you're not working for a business owner, LinkedIn may not be a suitable platform. And then you need to find where are your target audience hanging out. So if you are targeting business to consumer, that means you are selling product directly to consumer. And that's where you have to ask, where is my consumer hanging out? Are they on FB, IG, TikTok, or maybe Discord, Pinterest, right? There's a lot of other platforms. Where are they hanging out? Or maybe they are not hanging out in any of the social media. They are hanging out on WhatsApp, right? Or maybe Telegram. So this is where, as a marketer, you have to be curious, where are they hanging out? Yeah, so I hope that Jean had the answer. If not, I think Jean, you can reach out to Andrea and I personally to find out more, maybe a chat to really see how we can support you, because both of us are with our experience is it will be more useful if we can help another fellow friends who's still figuring out. And that's also the reason why we are doing this female founder competition, and even coming out of this 4-part series of female founder series, where we touch about exit strategy, we touch about startup readiness, product market fit, and then the last one will be proof of concept and value, because we are covering different parts, because we hear them, right? We hear them, and now we are delivering them to all this content. And how we deliver this to them is through this platform, right? Our event platform, Eventbrite. So we use that because it has been working, and this is where people hang out. People hang out to learn. People hang out to learn about business. So for business if we want to do an event, right? If we don't use Eventbrite to reach out, then we use Facebook marketing, or we use LinkedIn events that maybe they are not hanging out. It's not the platform they are paying attention to. Then we are losing out. So sometimes marketing is more about a testing, like A/B testing. In the beginning, we test out different platform, and then we found the platform with the best I would say response and sign up, and that's why we stick to it, and then we fine tune it until we found the best way. And like what Andrea mentioned, right? Every event, right, we spend 90 days at least. A lot of my clients, a lot of event organizers, or any clients that want to run an event, they tell me it's 30 days. And then most of them fail, right? Fail to get signed up, fail to promote the thing. In the end, they have to cancel the event. Not enough marketing. So that's why for us, we found a formula. And talking about that, right? In fact, just now before the meeting, Andrea and I, we already planned out the whole of last year based on now, right? But like just today, we plan out, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So that's what I think for us to share in terms of branding building or even marketing. Really mastering is really to plan and prepare in advance, right? So, Andrew, any last thing that you want to share with the clients, which we're going to wrap up really soon?
Yeah, I think we just have to again emphasize on the thing that if you are a startup, it's about a startup. You know, startups are a little bit improvised, a little bit planned, a little bit energetic, a little bit hectic. So the same way, like the life of an entrepreneur and a startup is hectic, the same way the marketing efforts and the brand building efforts at the beginning can be hectic. And don't never misunderstood, it happened to us too. We have been canceling events because people were not showing up, and we made a decision that we will cancel it because it's better for the brand, and then we are not regretting cancel it because the costs are not occurring and we didn't pull up an event which is a so it's a very good thing to be brave enough to withdraw back and say that okay, we don't do this now, but we will do another one which will be better. And that's how you build up your blueprint, your formula, your workflows. Because as of today, after doing so many events in Singapore, we know what is working. What are the parts of the event or the marketing that is working, that is pulling in people? What are the engagement factors that we have to bring up while we use improvised techniques or improvised games that no one was doing before? Because it's part of our unique value proposition. So make sure that you are not afraid to improvise, you're not afraid to change, you're not afraid to cancel, you are not afraid to change direction or target audience. Be flexible. Again, how we started this whole conversation right at the beginning, that you need to listen to your audience. You need to know who they are, what are they doing. So if you cannot reach them on Netflix because you cannot go into the TV and fetch the data, so what you can do is talk about Netflix or talk about YouTube or post YouTube videos or post Netflix movies that might help them. And through that, you already get their attention, and then you can do the next step. And I think the last thing that I want to share today, it's something again very important, that many of the influencers lose their work, the result of their work, because they're hanging out on Facebook or any social media like IG or LinkedIn or anything, but they don't do the next step, which is actually being able to reach the audience. So you have to somehow get some connection to the audience so that you can do your follow-up and that you can do the next step of your marketing, which is after you already get the permission from them to reach out to them, you will be actually giving them value, and then you will outreach, and then you will sell them or you will provide them value, right? So make sure that you are taking the connection to a next step with a cafe, with a meetup, with an email, with an email marketing or any marketing tool, because that's where everything starts. It's not just putting out the content, everyone is happy, you get 100,000 likes, but you are not having sales, or you are not having any outcome that you wish to have for your even I don't know, nonprofit, or it can be even a social enterprise, right? We're talking about diversifying. This is also one feedback that we got from one of our participants, that it would be good to talk about this. So we will be talking about it. I think that's enough to wrap up. You got a lot of tips. We were talking today about how to categorize the different types of events or content so that you can act accordingly, how you need to adapt to your audience, how you need to always use different tools, hang out where your audience is, and be there and provide value there, and use the, like Kenneth said, I really love this part, the original idea of marketing, and the social media only just the tool. Like a newspaper was in the back in the times, or radio was back in the times. Now we have different channels, different tools, different platforms, but the original idea of marketing is still the same. You have to get the attention, and then you have to reach out to them. So we will be doing something similar coming up very soon. We are really excited about the next series of the female
Founder
female
competition,
founders
founder
series
series.
part 3. I'm already very in the end of the conversation, jump back. So yes, female founder series part C, we will be having it on the 31st of July. You can sign up. Again, we are using Eventbrite, and we will have beautiful guests coming, very actual entrepreneurs who have made it, who have been raising funds. We will be also having a lawyer who can give you also other advices that you might have never heard, what you have to be prepared for as a startup or an entrepreneur, and other surprises. Then we will have also Llewellyn there from Huawei, who will be presenting his tips. So very exciting. Again, we will not tell you what engagement you will be getting because we always change, as I told
On the
you.
ground, right? On the
Yeah,
ground.
on the ground, but preparing quite exciting things for the next event and looking forward to it. And I will pass back the mic to Kenneth to wrap up the session and to close today's live.
Yeah, thank you, Andrea. Like I like the part where you say that you have to bring people not just online, gather them, you have to gather them offline, and that is exactly what we are also doing. That you can learn from what we are doing. We are doing this online, doing this live stream to share with you guys the tips, and then we are inviting you to offline to really connect. That's why you can look at the top right. It's unconventional business speed networking, and then we also have a topic to talk about the startup readiness because a lot of startup think that they are ready for funding, but are they really ready? And that's where our guest speakers, Liu William, will be sharing with the audience that what it takes to be ready, right? And then we have the speakers will be covering about the rest of the speakers covering what it takes to scale the business, right? Are you ready for scaling? And what it takes, because when you start to scale, you need a team. You cannot do it alone. And how do you find ways who are the people that you need in your team? Building team is another art, right? So that's why we are very blessed that we are able to invite our panel of guest speakers like Lynn, Jane, and Suhaina, that to come in, and Andrea will be moderating and be hosting them. And you guys, for those who are coming down with us and join us on 31st of July, this is our part 3. So we are really looking forward to it. And a lot of interesting thing that Andrea had mentioned, that she's going to share with you guys, and you guys will definitely enjoy because Andrea, she's such a great partner, such a great facilitator. She's a really the event specialist. So you guys really will enjoy this session. And having said that, other than this female founder series, right, we will be inviting a guest, one of our panel speaker in our last event, inviting him onto our live stream to really share his journey. He has exited multiple tech startup. And I'm just excited. And from the first event, both of us had witnessed um, that he has a lot of stories to share, and all these are real case study which you guys can really learn a lot from him. So that's why we're very excited. So stay, remember to follow us on EmpowerBiz Global. And after this live stream, I will be pasting the link for our upcoming event so that you guys can grab your tickets, because I would say that now it's only just one. We were left with 3 weeks, but we are already almost halfway there. Our tickets are almost halfway there. So for those who are tuning in, please go to the link or even go to our EmpowerBiz under events. You will be able to find this part 3 event and quickly get your tickets, because we how should I put it, like Andrea and I, we believe in quality, so we don't open our event to too big, right? Because we want it to be more impactful, more intimate, so that you guys can learn more. And because of the speed networking, we believe in effectiveness, so and more efficient. So we are just keeping it to a certain group. So make sure that you guys sign up and register now so that you can get a ticket. It's first come first serve. That we have really limited seats as of now. We still have 3 more weeks to go because this month we have like 5 Wednesday, right? So really grab the tickets. If not, once it's out, you have to wait till August, end of August, to join our next event. So I'm really excited. Please check, follow us for even more details, and especially follow EmpowerBiz page, because we're going to invite this amazing guest that you will want to learn from him. So thank you very much, everyone. Andrew and I signing out. And thank you for watching live. I see that we still have some of friends tuning in. So do share this and repost your takeaway from our live stream today. And we will be looking forward to see you guys in the actual event, offline, in person, to welcome you. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys. See you in Singapore, 31st of July.